divisional game. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Ball State Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Urimovich told me pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Rockets will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinals offense will go to work first. And here comes the junior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg.
Man, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Horton. Maybe a crease. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Rockets offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll toss it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Richter. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running the red zone, it's Smith. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Rockets will go for it here on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Made a defender miss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. They give it to him again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking for a man, it's Richter. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Complete. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rockets. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Throws to the tight end. The short hands. It's Ward. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Miller with the ball. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Richter. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
With the catch, it's Ward. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Horton. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Richter. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run the screen. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rockets offense was ready to go on this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to him again. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Makes the grab and room to run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Rockets are flying down the field. Wants to throw. It's Richter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Newell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Toledo! And that one will put him up here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Thompson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bond. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Richter. Catch in the middle, it's Crosby. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rockets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Leaves it with the back. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rockets. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Ward. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Cardinals, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Ward. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run play action. Under fire. Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one way too far.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15. And let's see what they do on 4th.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! The Cardinals with the counter punch. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Simpson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
Looking to pass. It's Richter. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Rockets send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense. Down 1 score. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And the defense drags him down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Flips it out to the back. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need 1 play. We need 1 run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because
he caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out.
Touchdown, Toledo! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Winning those individual 6-second battles